guys, it's Kelly. I have a project to share that I am making for Wild Hare Kit Club. I just showed you real quick that I had already gessoed this Traveler's Notebook spread with some white gesso. The pages are a graph paper and I did not want that to be so prominent, so I put some white gesso over the pages and kind of walked away and came back to it a different day. And now what I'm doing is taking some white acrylic paint and I'm doing just a very thin layer of it. I chose to put the white acrylic paint on this because I wanted to play with some watercolors that I had just got. I don't play with my mixed media nearly as much as I would like to, and I needed to justify the purchase of these beautiful Prima watercolors. So I decided that I was going to do something with a brush stroke, and I felt like if I put some white acrylic paint on the page that you might be able to see the brush strokes a little bit more, they might be a little more defined than if they were just on the gesso. Just having, seen other people play with that, that was what I based my decision on, and I am glad that I did it. It definitely, using a cheaper brush that I found and just a little bit of watercolor, you can definitely see the brush strokes. And for this particular spread, I really wanted that because I felt like that kind of depicted a work in progress. So anyway, I'm trying to come up with some different colors. I have fussy cut some butterflies out of the pattern paper included in the kit. Plus I pulled in the 6x8 pad that I had in my stash just for some more butterflies. I didn't quite have enough in the colors that I wanted to include on the page because I wanted to make it colorful. So the colors that I am going to be using on the page are the colors of the butterfly, and there's going to be 2 different shades of pink, a yellow, and 2 different shades of blue, one being like a bluish green. So this the Prima did not have all of the colors that I wanted, so I pulled out my koi watercolors as well. I'm just going to say this about the Prima. This is the pastel set, and you see those 2 in that upper left hand corner, they are not pastel. I didn't pay attention to that. It's like poop brown. So I guess if you're doing trees, that would be perfect for this. I was a little disappointed just to, because brown is definitely not pastel. But then again, I'm not a true watercolor artist, so I'm sure that those colors are definitely needed. It just wasn't what I was expecting. So this is pretty much all I'm doing. I'm just mixing some of the colors just to try to get a blue that I like, and I just added some of the different blue from the koi set, and again, just messily brushing with a dry brush. This brush is not wet whatsoever, and I didn't even really clean the brush in between. I was okay if a little bit of the color went down. You can see especially a little bit of that yellow went down into that first stroke of blue, and that didn't bother me whatsoever. I actually really liked it. I have not done this technique before, and I was very pleased with the way that it came out. So I'm just going to place these butterflies on the brush strokes, and I have fussy cut out some of the phrases that came in one of the pattern papers in the kit. It is a gorgeous page. Some of the phrases have some rose gold in them, and I went ahead and I just fussy cut some of the things that I thought were applicable to me right now. And they are: I am enough, I am generous, I am strong, I am creative, I am loved, I am choosing happiness, and I am simply me. I thought that what I might do was fussy cut this title out, this cursive one in the black, but it just didn't feel right. So I'm taking another one of the cut apart sheets, or another one of the 3x4 cards on the cut apart sheet, and I'm going to fussy cut out the I am part of it, and that also brings in some more of the rose gold, and I do have one of the phrases in rose gold. So the title of this is going to be I am choosing happiness, I am simply me. And if you followed me for a while, you know that I've had a lot going on with my mom, and I will tell you this has not been a very happy time, but I'm trying to choose things that bring me joy, and I'm trying to reflect on the happy times of this difficult time. And so that was why I decided to do this page for me, because I will tell you, it has been a struggle. This is not an easy walk. There's nothing about it that's easy, and I just needed to do it for me, and this kit was actually perfect for me to get this little traveler's notebook spread done. So since the picture has a lot of white space, I went ahead and I backed my photo in that pretty Simple Stories, the black and white, the phrase paper, and I just cut it pretty closely so you can't really see the words around it, but it just gives some definition to the photo, and it helps ground it, and it also brings over some more of that black onto that page. So I am taking some tiny pop dots, and I'm going to pop up the wings of my butterfly. When I'm doing my traveler's notebook spread, I try to keep things somewhat flat, but I don't care that I can't get in like another page or two on my traveler's notebook spread. This is just another form of creativity for me, and I don't mind that this gives a little dimension to the page. I like it, and whatever is making me happy is what I'm going to do. So even though I don't have a lot of water, I didn't use a lot of the water on the page, it did crinkle up a little bit, so I did overnight leave like my gesso and a couple of other bottles just on it to help flatten out the page, and that did work some. I think it's going to actually flatten out a little bit more once I get more pages done in this traveler's notebook spread. And even if it doesn't, it's okay. For me, the part of the fun about a traveler's notebook is the tactile part, of actually feeling some of these things that are raised up and the textures. So I did add a clip. It's from the Creative Devotion set, and it's like a suede tassel, and it's one of those things. It's kind of blending in because my mat's about the same color, but it's just one of those things that every time I open it up, it's like I want to feel the suede tassel. It's so sweet, so pretty. And I am going to put an arrow from the pink fresh chipboard that came in the kit, pointing to the phrase that says "I am simply me," because that's it right now. And it just, like I said, it just works for where I'm at, and I was able to pull out a phrase that has, the chipboard arrow that has some blue in it as well. So I have some flowers that I've already fussy cut, but they're a little bit too big, although I've already fussy cut this yellow, and I fussy cut some of these flowers while I was just watching TV one day. I wasn't in the mood to really scrapbook a page, but I wanted to do something with my hands, and so I had fussy cut a few of those that you will see scattered around my desk, and I just felt like for this layout I needed some more of the smaller flowers. So I'm going to just layer 3 of those, and again in the colors that are represented, the yellow, the pink, and the blue, and that's going to be it, my friends. So thanks so much for joining me. I will have all the details about the products that I used and Wild Hare kits down in the details section below, and I will have some close-ups at the end. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.